There are students who bring quite consistency to their work, and then there are those who leave behind a legacy of thoughtful determination, creative spark, and a hunger for growth. Gueller Gonzales Coronel is undeniably the latter. Throughout his time here at Chatt Prep, he has demonstrated a unique blend of steadfast discipline and imaginative ambition. A natural storyteller, he approaches the world with a curious mind and an open heart, constantly seeking ways to shape ideas into narratives that resonate. Though often firm in his methods and beliefs, Gueller has never shied away from the hard work of learning, unlearning, and growing. His intellectual rigor and love for reading have equipped him with a strong foundation, but it's also his creativity and character that truly sets him apart. Whether dissecting literature in the classroom or exploring the boundaries of his own voice through writing, he has shown that perseverance and passion can coexist with vulnerability and vision. As he looks toward a future filled with stories waiting to be told, there is no doubt he will continue to craft with purpose, lead with kindness, and bring light to the world through the power of his words. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause to this year's senior speaker, who was also the first scholar to sign up for Chattanooga Prep in 2018. Let's give it up for Gueller Gonzales Coronel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very long but worthwhile journey of 7 years. And I thank all of you, really. And I wish to share some moments of my journey, as well as many lessons I learned and the hopeful and bright future ahead of us. Nearly 6 years, 9 months, and several days ago was the day a very miniature version of me first arrived at this school. And I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I had no idea the lessons I was about to learn, the trials we were going to face, and I don't even remember how I felt, if I'm being completely honest. I'm pretty sure my biggest concern at the time was what lunch was going to be like. And of course, the workload changed dramatically from elementary to middle school. I was ready for it. I was incredibly successful. And not to brag, but yes, I did read a lot. Many teachers yelled at me to put the books down, and we had wonderful teachers. I was able to learn from great teachers, listen to their lectures, and did my best attempt to absorb all the knowledge I could and asking for help when I needed it. And as Mr. Howard mentioned, COVID struck in our 7th grade year, and all of us were forced to be stuck in our homes with our families. And in this time, I was, unable to learn in conventional manners, and I had to learn how to use a computer, which I had no idea how to do. And after a lot of trials and errors, lots of issues and phone calls, I was able to more or less make it work. And then in our 8th grade year, we were introduced to advanced placement classes, which are college-level courses, which were very challenging. And as time passed, we took 1, then 2, then 5 AP classes per year. And all these classes were painful, but it taught all of us how to manage our time and to put effort into all we did. COVID passed, and we were able to come back to the classrooms. And in this time, I was able to discover my passion for storytelling. And I was advised by teachers and mentors to pursue that passion, which I've done so to the best of my ability. And now my mind is just filled with a lot of stories. And that's what Chatt Prep has done for me. Despite the growing pains our school has faced, it has set me up for a brightly lit path into a future that could take me to new heights beyond what I could ever have imagined 7 years ago. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge Ted and Kelly Alling, who took incredibly bold steps to make this school a reality and a beacon of hope for many. And of course, to my family, I can see my mom recording me right now, who pushed me to surpass expectations. And I would like to acknowledge all the scholars' parents for pushing all of us into this outside of our comfort zones. And of course, thank you to our teachers who pushed us to be the best that we could be. Yep. And of course, a big thanks to the school administration, who have been doing the best to make sure the needs of all the students are met. And although our journey's landscape has been difficult to traverse, our future has very much been prepared. And, well, I'd say we definitely succeeded at making history. Thank you all very much.